Hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Thoughts on Education. Today we have Ms. Payal Chopra, Director of Mupal Institute of Animation and Design. Welcome to College Dunya, ma'am.
Thank you.
Ma'am, before I move on to the questionnaire part, I will request you to introduce yourself to the viewers.
Well, Sumi, thank you so much for this opportunity. I think you've already given a small introduction. I am a director with Mupal Institute of Animation and Design. I've been with the company with Mupal for over 6 years now. Before that, I've been in the working world for last 25 years. I think my starting career would be from sales, moving on to working with companies like Accenture, where I was handling clients like Microsoft and Schlumberger, to real estate. So I think I have a plethora of experience managing different kinds of companies and different verticals. But I think my heart finally found its right fit, which is the education business. So I think Mupal is a great platform for a person like me where we get to work with students. It's a creative, exciting place to be, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Thank you so much for introducing yourself, ma'am. Ma'am, now I will move on to the questions. Ma'am, my first questions would be that if I talk about the curriculum alignment, how does the curriculum of the institute ensure alignment with industry best practices?
So see, Sumi, what really happens is most education institutes, which are not part of the college vertical, can create their own curriculum. However, when we come to degree courses, we have to follow a certain guideline that the UGC has prescribed, what universities have prescribed, and we're bound by that. But having said that, Mupal works with as a third-party vendor with McCourt University, and McCourt has a lovely curriculum that they have designed for both BSc in animation and BSc in VFX filmmaking, where they have taken inputs from industry leaders like ourselves and many more to come up with this curriculum.
Okay.
So Mupal has played an instrumental part in designing this curriculum. Now when I talk about our curriculum and the inputs that we give, the reason we've been able to do that is because Mupal is the education vertical of a production house called Hi-Tech Animation.
Mm.
Now Hi-Tech Animation is one of the leading production houses in India, right? So we have clients like Sony, we have clients like Nickelodeon, Pogo. I mean, you name a channel and we work for them, right? We create 2D and 3D animation content for them. Because we are in the industry, we know what our students need to learn in order for them to get placed. So the curriculum inputs that we provided to the universities to adopt them in their curriculum is making sure that the youth find jobs after doing these courses.
Definitely, ma'am. Ma'am, now if I talk about the roles and responsibilities, what do you consider to be your primary roles and responsibilities to the institute and its students?
Wow, that's a very loaded question because there are so many aspects of being a director. But when we talk specifically about our students, who are ultimately our customers, I think in today's day and age, I strongly believe that you can be in any industry, right? Customer service is the industry that I want to be in.
Yeah.
I consider myself or Mupal to be very privileged when a student chooses us over any other institute, which means that they have trusted their money, their time, their effort with us. And we have to make sure that we can deliver to them what we had promised at the time of admission, which is we want to make sure that they get a great education and we help them with placement. Now, I think my primary responsibility is to ensure that the education is top-notch. So the students are coming to us because we are experts in this industry. They have this expectation that they are going to learn something from us, which is currently what the industry needs or are using. And we want to make sure that they are getting that. So that is what our focus has always been. And we've been very lucky to be able to keep up with our promises because our students are currently working in our, you can name any top production company or any top company for that matter, like Amazon, Netstripes, Technicolor. I mean, there's a whole bunch of companies and they all hire from us. So I think we will continue to do what we promised to our students, top-notch education and great placements.
Ma'am, you have talked about the top-notch educations. Also, I think it would be a great questions that about your future priorities. That what are the top priorities of the institute over the next 10 years?
Uh, I'm not sure about 10 years because
Yeah.
our industry, Shumi, is extremely dynamic and very fast evolving.
Yeah. Yeah.
Especially with the advent of AI.
Hmm.
The industry has taken a huge shift. A lot of the things which were done manually, there are a lot of tools that are available that AI is making life easier for all of us, right? So what we are always trying to do is always stay maybe one step ahead, if not with the changing times. So for this year, for all our courses, we've integrated AI as part of the curriculum. So a student is not only learning the traditional methodology of doing something like animation, but also we talk about and use AI tools that can make that job faster, easier. But at the end of the day, you can only use a tool if you know how to do the work yourself, right?
Definitely.
So I think that marriage between how AI will help and how a traditional methodology will help. Our curriculums have already been changed to reflect that. And our goal for the next 5-10 years is to make sure that we are always giving our students the best in terms of both infrastructure as well as faculties. Our faculties have to be coming from production backgrounds so that they know exactly what to be taught to the children who are ultimately going to land up in these industries. And at the same time, making sure that education is available, accessible at a reasonable cost to everyone. Right? So the centers are not going to only be opened in places like Kolkata, but we also have centers that we are opening in Behrampur, in Siliguri, in Guwahati. Northeast has a huge potential for youth learning this kind of skill-based training. So we want to make sure that the company is trying to be available to students not only in the big cities but as where the demand is, rather where the students are, and so that we can tap this potential that these students have and make sure that they get jobs and they get placed.
Great, ma'am. Ma'am, now if I talk about the USPs, what sets Mupal Institute apart from other institutions in the region?
See, I'm sure every institute will try their best to do right by their students, right? I can only speak for Mupal. I think, personally speaking, it has always been very important to me that each child and their guardians are extremely happy with Mupal as a choice. Just like I told you a little bit earlier, it's a privilege if somebody chooses me over the 500 different other options that are available, right? Calcutta itself has many colleges, many institutes, many universities. So if a parent has trusted their money with Mupal, and if a child is putting in that 3-4 years of their journey learning a subject from us, it becomes my moral responsibility to ensure that they are setting up for a good career, right? So we just want to make sure that from our end we're doing that. Sometimes it also happens that we push our students a little bit more because we know that the industry is not only going to accept freshers, but they want people who are going to be able to produce output. Our industry is very output centric, right? So only theory knowledge is not going to be enough. And we make sure that in Mupal, we give a good background of practical. Maybe 80-90% of our classes are practical. A very small portion definitely is theory that's mandated by the UGC. But I think that is our biggest USP. And of course, coming from a production background, having our own in-house production where we are creating content like Tarak Mehta Ka Ulta Chashma, Shiva, and a lot more. I think we know what the students need to learn.
Definitely.
So I think we make sure that we teach them.
Now, ma'am, if I talk about the challenges in higher education, what do you think? What are the biggest challenges facing higher education in general and specifically Mupal Institute?
So I think that's again a very tough question to answer. I think one of the challenges I think the higher education is facing or has faced is the connect between education and employability. Now, the new education policy that's come up on paper has a lot of good points to make that gap shorter and shorter, so that after education, children are in a position to get jobs. But India, being a huge country with the population that we have, and we all know about this, the NEP to be implemented in its full force will take a while. There are a lot of good points in NEP, and I'm sure over the years NEP will truly show us the benefits. But I think right now, if I were to answer one simple thing, I personally feel that education is always concentrated on teaching. Not always necessarily that after education will that same knowledge help a child to get a job and bring money into their household so that they can support their families. So I think that is something that we need to, as a education group, collectively start thinking and working on. At the same time, I think one of the challenges that we have faced in MOOPL connected to this is the kind of courses that we offer. The awareness of these courses are very limited compared to the traditional courses, right? So between you and me, Suni, our parents never heard of animation or visual effects
Definitely.
and careers in this, right?
Yeah.
Whereas now there is more demand than supply in these fields, right?
Yeah.
If you asked your mother or father, they would probably say, become an engineer, become a doctor,
Yeah.
the traditional CA, the traditional,
Yeah.
do an MBA. But realistically, we have to understand that where is the child's interest after they are doing the course, where will they get placement?
Yeah.
So if you are trying to do one of those traditional courses where there is already an oversupply and the demand is of course limited, then the placement portion becomes a bit challenging, right?
Yeah.
Vis-a-vis the opposite. So
Yeah.
in the AVGC industry, which is the animation, VFX, gaming and comic industry, there's unlimited demand of manpower. We don't have enough supply. So placements are relatively much easier.
Yeah.
But it is definitely a very skill-heavy industry. So unless you're actually educating yourself, studying to develop this skill, getting into this industry is not very easy. That is where MOOPL comes in, and we connect that specific education that you need to get you to this industry.
Great, ma'am. Ma'am, my last questions would be that what advice you want to give to the current and aspiring students?
I think there's a quote, my favorite quote, from Eleanor Roosevelt, right?
Yeah.
Future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams.
Yeah.
You have to dream and you have to aspire to do whatever it takes to get to your dream, right? Education is definitely a very important stepping stone, but do something that you love. Oftentimes I meet with students and they come and say, ma'am, I want to get a job which will pay me 1 lakh rupees. I want a job which is going to give me this much of money, or I want this designation. I always tell all my students that I interact with, I said, don't run after money. Be very, very good at what you do. Develop your skills, hone your skills, so that the companies will not be able to say no when you ask the price, right? So do what you love, create a dream for yourself, dream big, and work hard. There is no shortcuts in life. So as long as you're working hard, you're honing your skills and enjoying your work every day, I always tell them money will follow. So that's my advice.
Thank you so much, ma'am. It's been a pleasure to have you with us today. Thank you so much from
Thank you
College
so
Zaria's whole team.
Thank you so much.